So a lot of people wonder like why I don't show my son's face in videos. I haven't in probably like I'm just guessing, but I would say it's close to like 2 years, I think. Maybe not. I'm bad at time frames. But there's actually several reasons why I decided not to. The first one obviously is safety. When I first started social media, like I didn't think it would like take off as much as it did. Like I can't believe I have like over 1 million followers across all platforms. Like I did not expect that, and I'm so grateful and everything. But I don't think that I realized like how big of an impact it was going to make on our lives. I started noticing this like when my family and I would get recognized a lot in public, which of course I'm always so thankful like when people come up to us and tell us that they love our videos, stuff like that. But a lot of people were like specifically recognizing my son too, and I was just like, wow, if I didn't realize how much of a reach we were going to have, like imagine how my son either currently feels or will feel in the future, because I know if I can't really grasp it, there's no way probably that a child can. Also safety wise, simply because like things have started to get really weird. Obviously, there's always been like hatred towards trans people, alternative families, but lately it's on another level. Even like pre this administration, it is just like it's wild, it's insane. Also, the consent thing, it's funny because like I'm like really big on consent, like teaching my son consent. Ever since my son has been a baby, before I kiss him, hug him, anything, I'm like, can I give you a hug? Can I give you a kiss? I'm very big on consent. It never really dawned on me until I heard other people talk about it, that children can't really consent to being online, even if it's just in like family videos or whatever. Like, they can't really like give their consent to being like broadcasted to like, 500,000 people, because they don't understand, the gravity of it. And so hearing that and learning more about that also was a huge contributor. It's sometimes hard navigating being an influencer while being a parent, because like no matter what you do, it's never enough. I've like seen things about me and stuff posted about like, oh, East Coast Mick still profits off his kid because he does funny story times about him. Like, that's where I'm drawing the line. My page is literally like 80% or 90% hauls, shopping, story times about my own life, like my journey about being a trans man, like having HSV2. Literally, such a small portion of my content is like sharing funny stories about my son. And I'm not gonna stop doing that because honestly, I don't think that that's the right thing to do. My son is a big part of my life, and even now it can be really hard, like to tell him, like, I'm sorry, like, you can't be in this video, or, you have to step aside, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'll be in my videos, my husband's in my videos, the dog's in the video even, and I have to tell my kid, I'm sorry, you can't be in this. And sometimes that honestly feels really shitty because he's a kid. Like, even if I explain it to him, he doesn't understand that, like, this is a safety thing, this is for your own good. I'm sure he really feels left out. That's why I still do the story times. When I do story times about my son, not only does he have me send him the videos, but he has me, like, screenshot all the comments. Of course, I check beforehand, and then, like, send him all the comments so he can read them. So it's a way that he's still involved with everything. Making videos and stuff is a passion of my son's. Like, he makes tons of videos. He's always creating content. He has his own, like, social media things. I don't let him show his face on those yet either, though. I feel like I've created a good balance and still, like, including him, in some ways, but keeping him safe. If I never talked about my son at all, it would be really bizarre, honestly. That was weird. I caught that on camera, the light just went on by itself. But anyways, my son is a huge part of my life. I think if I like excluded him completely, like even just talking about him in general in my videos, I think that would be a huge disservice to our relationship as like, mother and son. I don't think that that would be beneficial at all. I honestly feel like he would feel like I'm hiding him or something, and I never want him to feel that because I'm so proud of him. And I know some people may disagree with that a lot of people feel like creators should not mention their children at all, and their content should be just about them and nothing else. And that's okay. I'd rather those people think like negatively about me than my son feeling negatively about me.